My name's Simon Goreki. I'm a fishmonger here at the Goods Shed in Canterbury. This is my own business, Simon the Fish and Sons, and I've been in business for myself here for 3 years. Last year we were voted best farmers market in Britain by BBC Radio 4, Radio 4 for Food and Farming Awards. And every person in this market is contributing to what the market's all about. Organic wise, you've got an excellent butchers, we've got artisans over there that do their own cooking, we've got people who make sandwiches down there, a vegetable stall, a delicatessen and dry goods in the corner, a bakery in the far corner, and then all across the deck in there, a restaurant which sources 90 to 95% of their ingredients from the market. I like to use as much local fish as possible. It helps to support the local fishermen. These are people I know. If I'm buying fish off a local fisherman, he then gets his money. Where does he go and spend it? He spends it in the local shops, in the local pub, in the local, he'll hopefully spend it in this area. It cuts the food miles on the fish. You're talking about it's coming from 10 miles away. And more importantly, it's also the freshness of it. If it's come from 10 miles away, guaranteed I've got it within a couple of hours of it landing. If it's come from Scotland, I might not get it till the next day or the next day. And when it comes to quality, I don't think I can be beaten, not by any of the supermarkets for sure. We all know the methods they use to, it's not how I would want to do it, bulk buying, frozen, defrosting it and put it on the counter. What made me go down the sustainable route was, or is, this market. The owner of this market, Susanna, is very, very keen on ethical, organic, on things being done right, less packaging, no food miles, sourcing locally wherever possible, and that's been the whole theme and her whole concept of this market. I first worked at Billingsgate when I was 16 years old as a porter. I always had quite a love for fish through my grandfather, who used to go fishing, used to take me fishing, and even at a young age I was eating fish, where a lot of other kids probably didn't, a little bit about fish, but I always liked it. I've always been a traditional fishmonger, so then it was just a case of taking another little step and saying, right, I'm not going to sell tuna, I'm not going to sell skate, I'm not going to sell anything that's endangered from a particular area, I'm only going to sell cod from reliable stocks. Sustainable means sustainable, good, undepleted fishing stocks and good methods of fishing. I won't buy any fish on my stall that's been caught off a beam trawler. I despise beam trawling fish. The way it's done, they'll drag everything off the bottom of the ocean and 50% of what they bring up in their net gets thrown back in, but it's dead, it's gone. You talk about all kinds of life forms, none of which are needed for a fish stall. So, obviously, line-caught fish is better, long-line fish caught better, or off the front of a trawler rather than off the back where they use a scoop net rather than a net that drags across the floor. When you're buying scallops, wherever possible, I like to buy hand-dived ones, which are plucked from the ocean floor. I use the wholesaler company I use are under the Marine Stewardship Council. They stock from sustainable sources. Same with my local fishermen. This is our livelihood for the future. None of us who are in the business want to harm that. I still want to have fish to put on this counter in 20 years' time. If I don't trade sustainably, I can't moan in 10 years' time when I haven't got a job because there's nothing to put on the counter. It's as simple as that.